Inspirational Quotes by Steve Jobs. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Be a yardstick of quality. Some people aren't used to an environment where excellence is expected. Sometimes life is going to hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I want to put a ding in the universe. Design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Deciding what not to do is as important as deciding what to do. We're here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here? It's more fun to be a pirate than to join the Navy. My job is not to be easy on people. My job is to make them better. For the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row, I know I need to change something. I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. The journey is the reward. Things don't have to change the world to be important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. I'm as proud of many of the things we haven't done as the things we have done. Innovation is saying no to 1,000 things. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly, and get on with improving your other innovations. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. Details matter, it's worth waiting to get it right. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean to make it simple. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. We don't get a chance to do that many things, and everyone should be really excellent. Because this is our life. I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. I don't know why. Because they're harder. They're much more stressful emotionally. And you usually go through a period where everybody tells you that you've completely failed. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. In the broadest context, the goal is to seek enlightenment, however you define it. It's really hard to design products by focus groups. A lot of times, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. Get closer than ever to your customers. So close that you tell them what they need well before they realize it themselves. When you're a carpenter making a beautiful chest of drawers, you're not going to use a piece of plywood on the back, even though it faces the wall and nobody will ever see it. Creativity is just connecting things. It's better to be a pirate than to join the Navy. Quality is more important than quantity. One home run is much better than 2 doubles. Innovation comes from people meeting up in the hallways or calling each other at 10:30 at night with a new idea. You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. If you really look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. You have to believe that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Don't take it all too seriously. If you want to live your life in a creative way, as an artist, you have to not look back too much.